Hi guys, DeMoose out here, more than just a pen. Welcome back to another tutorial video. Today's video we are going to be drawing thin from Adventure Time. So first thing you're going to do is draw a straight line down and then draw a line across and draw a line going back up, and you're going to finish it off with a nice line at the top, almost like a rectangle. You're drawing a rectangle shape. So the width and all that stuff is just something you just choose yourself. You want, maybe if you do a little bit thicker, then that's fine, that's up to you. You can always make adjustments. Again, this is just the sketch part, but I like to just go for it. That's part of the freehand thing, you know, you just gotta go for it and try. So here we're gonna do a little arc at the top, and we did like 2 little semicircles in each corner. Now going down, we're gonna go around like a third of the rectangle, you know, and draw a line going straight across like this. Boom. Next thing we're going to draw like a little arc again, going down and then back up, connecting the 2 corners. Yes. Now we're going to draw like the sleeves. I don't know if you call it sleeves or whatever you want to call it, but we're going to draw that underside, one there, so just above where the line starts and then goes down. Boom, draw another line to try and line the things up, you know, always got to check. Nice. Again, with the rectangle, if you want to use a ruler you can, but I would advise you to do it freehand. That way you can learn over time how to draw straight lines and stuff like that freehand, you know. All of it's just practice. That's why I love drawing cartoons, because it's just great practice, you know. Although it's simple shapes that makes up the realistic drawings. It's just a lot of them. So here we're going to be drawing the hands. So I basically like cut up the rectangle into 3 like quarters, so like 3 little boxes. So this is where the hand is going out, so like a little go out, come back in, go out, come back in. Again, drawing a little line there just to make sure they're both in line. So now we're going to do another line, trying to get as equal as possible, really trying to make it even all the way around. Boom. Do the same on the other side. Boom. Very nice. Now we're gonna do a bit of hand action. Hands are very small, very small fingers, but that's alright. There you go. Draw a little line there, little line on the other side. Now we're going to draw the face. So go line straight down, boom. And then I'm going to draw a little circle inside. So that way I know not to go wider than the 2 ears. I don't know if there is, but I'm guessing ears. So that's the reason why I do the straight lines going down. So that's how I know, that's how wide the circle needs to be. So you're making a little adjustment, thinking that it needs to go down a little bit more. Do a little circle there, little circle there. There the eyes. Now we just need that little smile there. Yeah, this smile's a little bit more shifted over towards the right hand side. If you want, you can make it dead in the middle. That's up to you. You are the artist. You are the one creating this. So if you want to make that little change, that is up to you. Like me myself here, I'm making a little change. The rectangle was a bit too long going downwards. Again, having it longer, drawing that sketch longer is better than drawing it shorter. You know what I mean? Because you can always make that adjustment. But when it comes to sketching as well, yeah, I guess drawing it shorter when you're drawing it with ballpoint pen is better, because you can always add more. When you draw it too long now, you can't take away anything. Yeah, so I think when it comes to sketching, I probably would tell you to draw it shorter. That way you can make that adjustment and add to it. Where we're just drawing the pants. Yeah. Almost done with the sketch, guys. This is a pretty quick tutorial. This one is not really that difficult. Again, I will be mixing them up, the tutorials that are coming on this channel. Some will be easy, you know, and some will be fairly difficult. Boom. Little skinny legs. A little bit of socking. Nice. Trying to keep it in line with the feet, you know, because if I draw the feet wider than his actual, you know, legs, it wouldn't make sense. So that's the reason why I gotta make sure everything's in line. See, adjustments. Got to make sure everything is right. But that's why you do sketches, is why you do cartoon drawings, so you can learn and understand how you make mistakes, where you're making mistakes. I love cartoon drawings. They are so much fun, and because it's so simple, it's very easy to notice mistakes. So now it's time to apply the inking, which is the fun part. And I will fast forward this a little bit because it's pretty boring, you know, and we're going to move on to the coloring part, which we'll be doing in ballpoint pen, which is not something we always do, but in this one we're going to be doing it in ballpoint pen. When it comes to the inking part, one thing I will tell you guys to do is definitely try and keep your strokes to the bare minimum. You really want to keep your lines as clean as possible, make them look as great as possible, and the best way to do that is by keeping them very limited strokes. You don't want to be doing like 5-6 strokes. If you could do it in 2-3, that's okay, but try and always do it like 1. That's the best way to do it, and that's what you guys can see me doing here. I'm really trying to do everything like in one go, but trying to keep the accuracy as well. So keep that in mind, guys. I actually start rubbing out so the ink could fully dry out. Although they are fine liners, they do dry fairly quick. I just like to make sure before I do that. Now here we are on the cross hatching part. As you can see, we are using a nice blue Staedtler, light blue one, which I love. Staedtler, they're my favorite brand of ballpoint pens. Again, all the pens and everything I used in this video will be linked in the description for you guys. Here we're just building up the layers like I always preach. That's one of the things that I want to say about cartoon drawings, why they're so good when you're using ballpoint pen, because they're so basic and simple, and the colors are all flat, you know, there's no shadows, no nothing like that. You guys have to really focus on creating that consistent stroke. It's very important, which is probably the hardest thing to do when it comes to ballpoint pen, trying to keep that stroke consistent in order to get this nice smooth tone. It's a lot of work, and imagine a cartoon, something that's so simple, is requiring that much work. Here we're trying to blend 2 colors, so we're using the dark blue and the light blue together in order to give it a nice little brighter tone than what the dark blue was doing by itself. So again, this is also another great thing about cartoons. You get to try different colors, mixing different colors in order to see what works, what doesn't work, and then you can take that over into the realistic drawings, because you start to remember things. You start to say, okay, if I apply light blue and dark blue, I'm going to get this kind of bright blue color that I want, you know. And then you're like, okay, when I'm doing a realistic drawing now, I can say, okay, this area is bright blue, it's not just dark blue. How do I get that? Ah, I did it in my cartoon before. This is how I do it. Boom. Here as well, mixing brown and orange skin tone. Bam, you got a little skin tone there, something to remember. Here to finish it off, basically what I'm doing is just making the lines a little bit thicker. Again, if you do have a 1mm fine liner, then you probably don't need to use this technique that I'm doing right now, using the 0.4. I don't know why I was so lazy to go look for a 1mm fine liner, but yeah, I ended up going over the lines again just to make it pop, make it a bit bolder, which is something I like to do to my drawings. Here I just decided to record it. Don't know why, don't ask me why, I just did it. But yeah, that's basically it for this tutorial video, guys. Nothing really more to do. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, still give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment, share and subscribe to DeMoose Art. That's me. I will catch you lot in the next tutorial video. I hope you guys really enjoyed this, and yeah, that's it from me. Enjoy the rest of the video. So I forgot to say that I do cut out my drawing sometimes and stick it on colored card, which is exactly what I did with this one. I cut it out with scissors, and now I put a little bit of glue and just gonna stick it down onto a yellow piece of paper. Totally forgot about this, but yeah, that's what I did. I'm out, guys. I'm actually gonna go now. Bye.